Before round 4 of World EX Bizz in Mexico City, Mike Rockenfeller gave some insights live from Le Mans and his NASCAR experience.
The fans are loving the car around here because you can also see how it moves. You know, it's a real driver's car. Let's say you have to really muscle it around the track. Versus the Porsche LMDH is a sports car prototype, almost like the LMP1s. Thomas, we were together at Audi, so very, very sophisticated. You have to drive much smoother. It's a smaller window, let's say, to drive. So yeah, that's, I would say, my favorite car right now is the NASCAR. Really, I like it here, and then I'm looking forward to be back in the Porsche in America for the IMSA.
Devin Braune is the man to beat in World EX Bizz, and he secured another pole position in Mexico City, benefiting from some slipstreaming, but also hitting traffic on his pole lap. Fastest in the AM class was Thomas Vogt in 4th position, but things went terribly wrong for the TV racing driver when the first 4 cars approached turn 1 4 wide. Vogt ended up dead last in the havoc, which started when he slightly tapped Julius Martin and Devin Braune. Contact with Marcus Martin eventually sent the electrified Flamingo to the end of the field. It took Devin Braune just a few corners to take the lead from Julius Martin and Stefan Volter. The German went on to clinch a commanding 7th consecutive victory in the Networking Racing Series. While 3-time Bizz champion Julius Martin drove a lone race to P2, a fantastic battle for the last podium spot unfolded between Stefan Volter, Marcus Martin and Luca Munro. Things spiced up shortly before the end, when Luca Munro and Stefan Volter touched twice, allowing Marcus Martin to join his brother Julius on the podium, while Munro and Volter battled until the final corner. Walter's spin enabled AM class winner Björn Skotka to gain a place in the final corner of the race. At the start of the reversed grid race 2, it was again Thomas Vogt who caused some drama. He tapped poor Johannes Mink into a spin in turn 1 and was lucky when he slid over the grass, not losing control over his EX0. Onboard footage from Björn Skotka shows how the turn 1 incident started. There was more chaos behind, including a spin for Julius Martin after touching Hamish Isener.
Can't overtake it, it's like impossible until the straight.
Superhero Devin Braune was up to 5th after the first chicane and immediately started his chase for the leaders. He passed Björn Skotka on lap 2. Kraling on lap 4. And Thomas Vogt on the same lap when the leader made a mistake in the S's. Stefan Volter passed Bodo Kraling and quickly reduced the gap to the second-placed car because Voigt had to be careful not to violate any more track limits after cutting the chicane after the start. Volter passed Voigt on the penultimate lap, securing P2 for T17 e-speed, while Bodo Kraling had to let Luca Munro through on the final lap of the race. Devin Braune, meanwhile, made it 8 wins in a row, with Stefan Volter and AM Class winner Thomas Vogt finishing second and third. The biggest gainer in the driver standings in Mexico City was Stefan Volter, who moved into third place overall.